Second time around, but then you're with a new defensive coordinator. What have you liked about this training camp, and what's been different for you this time around?
I just feel with Raheem, he's allowing us to be more aggressive, play to our skill set in the defensive back group, and I just feel it's allowing us to use our skills.
A lot of your position mates have talked about how this new scheme has allowed you to play faster and freer. What do you see as the simplification of your job?
I just feel it's specific for everybody. It's making it for us to just not think and just allowing us to be playmakers. And I just feel that's better for us. I feel we have the type of guys to just go out there and play and not react.
There's some ups and downs in your first year. What are you taking out of training camp this year?
Just to be me. Just to go out there, do the plays that they want me to make, or make the plays that they want me to make, and do my job and make sure I'm protecting the back end.
Played a lot of snaps early on last year, started the first 8 games, and then you didn't come back into a full-time role until that Eagles game, and you had a really great game in that playoff game. Do you feel like the time you spent away or you were on the bench ended up being valuable in the long run?
I'm not going to say it was valuable, but I took it as valuable just for me to learn myself, learn what I needed to work on, learn what the coaches wanted me to work on, and just when I got that another chance to be ready for it.
Do you remember what exactly it was that you were working on?
I feel I just always was in the right spot, but just had to make the play. And so that mindset in practice and film study is just to be one step ahead instead of one step behind.
Are you a little bit bigger this year? It looks like you put on a little bit of weight.
Yeah, I gained a little bit of weight. I gained about, I'll say 8 to 10 pounds since last year.
Do you feel like that was a missing kind of piece last year?
No, I just felt it was better for my skill set being more a true safety, just for blocks, dealing with tight ends, just to be more physical and fit my speed, and be at a weight where I can still keep my speed.
Is there anything specific that you worked on during the offseason to prepare you for this?
I'll just say film study and working on my breaks, being in the post, make sure I'm getting in and out of my breaks.
You leaned on in the locker room a little bit more this off season to understand the system here and like how to kind of better display your skill set and what you needed to do coming into this season?
I'll say I'll take a little bit from everybody. RG, just how he played man, how aggressive he is. Demo, just how smart he is with the break points. Jair Brown, just how he's getting out of his breaks in the post. Malik Mustafa, just how he's in and out of his breaks. So it's just throughout the whole offseason, I just took one piece from each guy.
Did you hear guys talking about Dre Greenlaw in the locker room last year, and what's it been like now seeing him in practice?
Oh, yeah, they always talked about him, just how aggressive he was, especially when we was going against the Broncos last year in the first joint practice. They just said, oh, yeah, he's going to bring it, so we better bring it. So we love that he's back with us, and we love the aggression he brings to the team. He wakes guys up if they waking or they come in the morning tired. So he brings that energy for us, what we need for the defense, and he's going to go out there and make plays.
You feel like you already knew him a little bit when you met him for the first time just because what you'd heard about him?
Most definitely, just because his energy never left. He stayed in this room even though he wasn't here.
How does he wake guys up?
If he sees sleepy eyes, he's coming up to shaking, shouting. He's making sure you awake just because he knows he's going to bring that energy. He wants to he expects the most from you.
What is Jerry Graven like as a coach?
Amazing. He's taking my football IQ to another level. Just what he brings, just his wisdom, his ball knowledge, just learning it bit by bit.
Like a father figure as well?
Definitely. We laugh in there, we joke in there, but it's time to be serious when it's time to be serious.
Has he simplified the game for you, like what you're seeing when you're out there?
I definitely say he's definitely simplifying the game, making it way easier. I feel that's where we are able to make more plays because Jerry's trying to simplify it the best for each guy, just for them. So he's definitely been a big improvement with that.
We haven't seen Malik Mustafa on the field in a couple weeks because of the hamstring. Is he in meetings, and what's the relationship with you guys and him right now?
Yes, he's still in meetings. I don't know his schedule and all that, so I can't really speak on that.
All good, guys?
Is he a guy that you've leaned on also?
Yes. He's been in the system for 3 years, so I just take the little bits I get from him, just his ball knowledge. I'm always asking him questions. We always talking, seeing what he sees, what I see, just comparing notes.
He's mentioned a bunch of times how big of a step you've taken, how much slower the game is for you. How does it feel? This is now year 3, but how does it feel for you out there? You said when it came to the get betters, you really focused in on doing those this offseason.
Yeah, I feel a lot better, a lot more comfortable this year. Just trusting. I feel like halfway through my second year on, I kind of found something that works for me. My rookie year, I mean, he's right. I was kind of just flying by, like, just doing what I did in college, and it was working. So the second year, some guys get some tape on you, and they kind of realize where your weaknesses are. So I think I spent maybe half the year just trying to find something that worked for me in my second year. So, I found something later on that season, and I came in, really attacked it in the offseason, and worked with Coach Forrester. And we've just been getting better at it ever since. And I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that, I have a technique that I can go to. I have a couple counters that I know. So I just feel a lot better.
The knee injury last preseason sort of maybe hamper that ability to get up to speed early in the year?
I don't know. It's impossible to tell because, like I said, there was a lot of things I still need to work on the first half of the season. So whether the knee impacted me or not, it didn't really impact my technique as much. Maybe athletically, maybe, I don't know. I don't think it did too much, though, honestly.
At what point in the season did you feel like yourself where it wasn't an impact on your play?
I couldn't even really tell you like a week I felt like myself because, like, in the season, you never really feel too good. I don't know. I couldn't really give you a week, but just like I said, technique-wise, like, I don't know, some halfway point through the season, I just kind of found something that worked and just kept working at it.
When you say, like, in effect, guys kind of maybe figuring a defense lineman, could study you and figure you out to some degree. Were you ever surprised last year, like beginning of the season, like this used to work? What's going on?
Yeah.
Was it surprising?
Like a coach tells you, like, man, like, you keep doing that, man, you're probably not gonna get away with it for too much longer. But like, if it's working, like in my head, like you're just gonna keep doing it, and like it's hard to listen when something's working, but then when it stops working, that's when you really start listening to coaching, and like you got to find something else to do. You can't keep doing this and getting away with it. So yeah, just like I said, just keep working on technique.
First, you'd like ever say "I told you so"?
No, he didn't say it, but he's so smart. He done seen so much players and so much ball. Like he knows what's not going to work in the future, and if you keep doing this, it's not going to pan out. So he kept harping on me every week, and as towards the end of my first year, actually, it started not to look too good, and then beginning of the second year, kind of trended the same direction. So I was like, something's got to change, and so I really worked with him a lot, and continued to the offseason and now training camp.
I know these are like top secret things, but can you give us any insight into kind of what you were doing that, I don't know, maybe defensive lineman had a book on all of a sudden?
No. Yeah, no, you're good.
Did he give you a list of things to work on, or like film to watch, things to do?
It's just every week you watch the film from the game and you write down your notes, you look back at it, and it's boom, boom, boom. There's a progression. You fix one thing, there goes another. You fix that thing, maybe this thing comes back and bites you. Maybe another thing appears. It's just like a head game with the D lineman, and like there's just counters to everything. And when you get in that game, it can get kind of ugly. But when you really find something that works for you, that's when you can really try to elevate your game.
Have you started watching film of Aaron Donald yet?
Huh?
Have you started watching film of Aaron Donald yet?
No, I have not started watching film yet.
Are you curious to see what it would be like since you didn't get to face him before he retired?
Yeah, he's probably the greatest D lineman of all time. So, it'd be pretty cool to go against him.
What have you seen from Alfred Collins coming back in his second year?
I see a lot, man. I see a lot of growth. He's just getting back out there, and I had the knee last year, so I know how it kind of feels to be a little rusty. And but you can tell, like even today, he was working some really good moves, just getting more comfortable with his timing. I'm excited to see him in year 2, just be an absolute guy in the run game, and just keep working on some pass rush moves.
A lot of first and second year guys at defensive tackle on this team. You go against them every day. What have you seen from that group? Who among them have kind of impressed you so far?
Edge and interior? Just interior?
Grayson Halton, the 2 undrafted rookies, Valdez from last year.
Yeah, Grayson Halton has some juice to him. He's obviously a big body that can move side to side. He's agile. I'm excited to see what he can bring to this team. Valdez, I think he's going to take a step this year. I think he went through a lot of work in his rookie year, just grinding. He's practice squad, but just getting those reps and team. He never took a day off. he always made me better. He's probably my favorite guy to go against, like during scout team week. He's just a good opponent to go against in practice. But I think he's starting to put it together. He's really figuring it out.
He would push you during the scout team practices.
Yeah, he does a really good job, and he actually will get some pretty good looks on like what the D lineman during the week is going to do. He takes a lot of pride in that, so I was very happy with the looks he was giving me during the year.
What an impact can Osa Digizua make in the game?
A big impact, man. He's super strong. He'll set the edge on the inside. Like he won't let a guy like reach him and just keep blocking him. He's going to get vertical. He's going to set the edge on like the B gap edge, and he can pass rush. I think he was like leading the league in pressures from interior. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I think I heard that, but it shows in practice. Like he's a very strong guy. He'll push the pocket. He's hard to get his hands on and keep him on him. So I'm excited to see what he can do this year.
Feeling like Raheem's 4 or 5 down front is going to help you guys practice and prepare for different looks during the season?
Yeah. I think a lot of the teams in the league are trending towards that defense. I feel like we saw it a lot last year. So I'm excited. My first 2 years was Sorensen and Sala. So, that 4-down jet, get off the ball, 4-3. That was pretty much all I've been going against all camp. So, it's fun to do this year because, like there's teams in our division that run that defense. A lot of teams we'll see this year run that same defense. So, I'm excited.
How would you describe Brock's leadership style?
Man, he's just a guy. I feel like every time you guys ask me this, like my answer never changes. He's a guy, man. Like he gets in the huddle, he commands the huddle. He never wavers. Any bad play in practice, he's just on to the next play. It's like you don't even talk about that play. He's always keeping us energized in the huddle and just make sure we work. If someone messes up, he's on them. So I can't ask any more of Brock as a leader.
You mentioned that by the end of your rookie year, it wasn't quite as good, and then it starts your second year that way. Did you ever have like affect your confidence? Like, did you ever wonder, oh shoot, maybe I'm not as good as I thought, or did these thoughts start going through your head?
Yeah, for sure. That's normal. I think for any player who's had a lot of success, I had a lot of success in college and my rookie year, and when it starts to fade a little bit, you start to kind of question yourself, like, have you been figured out? Like, can you even come back from this, or like, can you get better? And the challenge is like, it just hit me throughout the season. It's just stop thinking so much and just go do what you do. Whatever you need to do, what that technique is, do it with your coach. And if you get beat doing with your coach, it's the defense guy just got you. Like, you get got in this league, but I think it's just you got to keep sticking to the fundamentals and just keep doing what you know.
I realized Carver Willis was out for a little bit, but he's back now. What's your early impression, just since he's been in the building, of the young kid? He's been going, from guard to guard spot and trying to learn everything.
It's not easy in this offense. He's learning both guards and center. And as a rookie, I don't know if center in this offense is not easy. So, you get a lot of credit to Brendel because he rarely messes up calls in the season. He just does a great job all the time. For Carver to have a vet like that in the room that he can ask any question to is amazing. And seeing him at guard, man, he's a talented kid. He's very developed coming in for a rookie. He's just got to learn the playbook, and he's doing a good job of it. And just keep working, just keep getting reps.
Debo Samuel's energy like in the huddle and on the field?
You guys know Debo. It's the same in the locker room. It's the same on Sundays. He's just Debo. Like, he came back in the locker room, he just started yelling everyone's name, and like it was just good to see him. Good to have him back. He's like 2 lockers down from me my rookie year, and I miss his energy in the locker room, and it's good to have him back.
In a different spot now?
No, yeah, he is in a different spot now. Yeah, sadly.
Can you tell, I don't know if you can tell during the game, but certainly when you watch film, would you describe Christian's vision, what he sees, what's available, what he makes out of it?
This camp? In the game?
With McCaffrey, during the game.
His vision's unreal. He sees the gap opening before it's even there. Like he just has such a feel for it because he's played so many years and so many reps stacked under his belt. It's hard for me to describe his vision. I don't really know what he sees out there, but he does a good job hitting the gaps, and he's starting to hit at full speed now, and he feels really good this year.
Are there any plays that come to mind that you think you remember watching, maybe on film, going out? I don't know how we saw that.
No, not one that comes to mind. But he makes a lot of great plays. But no, not one like I don't like remember. It's hard to like remember in the game because I'm just trying to block my guy. So yeah.
I know you're a Steph guy. There was some smoke that LeBron was maybe going to come to the Warriors too. Did you want to see that happen, or are you kind of?
Yeah, I did want to see that happen. Yeah, but now it's not going to happen now. So I'm kind of sad about that, and I'd like to see Steph get somebody alongside him. Is what it is. I'm not a GM or a coach, so I'm a Steph fan. I love him. So maybe we'll get someone else.
Anybody in particular in mind? If you had like a dream scenario.
That's a good question. If I was the Warriors GM, I don't even know anymore. I think it was either Bron or nothing. Maybe Bron, AD, but it was a fever dream. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys.